Let's talk about Tucker Carlson and his latest performance piece. That delicate ballet where he tiptoes around facts, pirouettes into paranoia, and then crashes, headfirst into a conspiracy theory about globalists destroying the West. Because here's the truth Tucker will never say out loud. He needs the world to be collapsing so he can pretend he's the one holding it up. He needs a villain, the global elite, multiculturalism, the West committing suicide, because without these imaginary boogeymen, he has nothing left but a microphone and a very fragile ego. And I'm tired, I'm exhausted, of watching grown men with media empires cosplay as political prophets, while peddling the intellectual equivalent of a supermarket tabloid. So let's break this down logically, since Tucker refuses to. 1. The fantasy of elites who hate Western culture. According to Tucker's script, multiculturalism is a weapon, immigration is sabotage, and the elite secretly hate their own civilization. Really? Western civilization, the one built on immigration, religious refugees, trade routes, cultural exchange, philosophical cross-pollination, that civilization? The one whose greatest achievements were literally borrowed, blended, adapted, learned, reformed, and reinvented? If the West died every time a foreigner showed up, London would have fallen in 1066, Paris would have dissolved in the Renaissance, and America wouldn't even exist. Multiculturalism didn't destroy the West, it is the West. Tucker is basically yelling at a tree for having roots. 2. The fake crisis of Western decline. Caused by who? Women, immigrants, universities, poor people, brown people, anyone who reads? This is the same recycled script authoritarian movements have used for 150 years. When your audience feels powerless, give them someone to blame. But here's the reality. Western nations aren't collapsing, they're adapting. Technology is transforming economies. Younger generations aren't tolerating exploitation. People demand transparency. Old power systems are cracking, not countries, and Tucker calls that collapse. Because his real fear is that the old hierarchies he romanticizes, where people like him sit comfortably at the top, are disappearing. 3. The lie of a revolution is coming. Not the real revolution, the one young people are demanding about housing, wages, healthcare, corruption, the cost of living crisis, and billionaire political interference. No. Tucker means the imaginary revolution where his viewers rise up to reclaim the West from what exactly? The Starbucks barista? The immigrant doctor? The Muslim engineer? The kid coding an AI in his bedroom? He wants a revolution not because the people are suffering, but because he is losing relevance in a world that doesn't fear the things he fears. 4. Tucker's logic falls apart under one simple fact. If there were a coordinated globalist elite conspiracy, Tucker, a multimillionaire, air-class media figure with Russian, state media doing PR for him, would be the textbook definition of who's in it. He's not fighting the elite, he's narrating for them, and he's doing it by telling the public, don't look up, don't question the billionaires, don't challenge corporate power, don't ask why wages haven't kept up with inflation, just blame outsiders, blame the culture, blame diversity. It's the oldest trick in the political playbook, and people are tired of being tricked. 5. The real threat to the West isn't immigration, it's manufactured fear. Fear turns citizens into followers. Fear turns political debates into purity tests. Fear convinces people to accept authoritarianism as protection. Tucker's version of saving the West looks suspiciously like shrinking civil liberties, increasing state control, restricting who counts as real citizens, rewriting history, and justifying cruelty in the name of survival. That's not Western preservation, that's Western regression. 6. The desire for cultural purity is the most anti-Western idea in the world. The West isn't a museum, it's a marketplace of ideas. It evolves, expands, absorbs, learns. Strength comes from integration, not insulation. If Tucker wants cultural purity, he's talking about a world that never existed and shouldn't be resurrected. Tucker's worldview collapses the moment you apply logic. It's built on fear, not facts. On grievance, not governance. On nostalgia, not knowledge. He's not warning us about a dying West. He's describing a dying ideology. One that can't survive a world where people think critically, love freely, coexist openly, and refuse to be manipulated. The West isn't collapsing. The propaganda is.